Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's One Piece Treasure Cruise video, we will discuss if LRR Lucy is worth to get, since he is actually coming back as a guaranteed limited rare recruit unit in an upcoming Sugo-Fest. I actually pulled for Lucy in his debut Sugo-Fest 4 months ago, and depending on when you're watching this, he is or was also available in the LRR Alvida banner. I will go over some general information about Lucy, then talk about the advantages and disadvantages of you getting him, and in the end I will also share my experience owning him and if he has been helpful to have. If you want more videos like this, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel to help it reach 1000 subscribers. First of all, as a standalone unit, how is a limited rare recruit Lucy as far as abilities go? For his captain ability, he boosts strength and psi characters by 3 or 3.25 times, which isn't that good, but he's an LRR unit, so you shouldn't expect anything more from him anyway, as a lead at least. His special reads: reduces bind and special bind duration by 5 turns, reduces burn duration by 10 turns, and changes block, bomb and Q orbs into matching orbs. If your crew has 4 or more strength or psi characters, boosts attack of strength and psi characters by 2.25 times for 1 turn. He also has 2 very good sailor abilities. The first one reduces special bind by 5 turns on himself, and the limit break one makes TNT slots beneficial for all strength and psi characters. Unfortunately, his limit break abilities are nothing special. He gets dex damage reduction and critical hit, and finally his support is an ordinary stat boost support for Luffy, Rebecca and Bartolomeo. Lucy's banner is actually another class pickup LRR banner, and the classes included this time are Free Spirit, Striker and Cerebral, with Lucy being Free Spirit and Striker himself. Strength and Psi characters will also be boosted, and even though at the time of me making this video we do not know the 10 legend list, I think there is a good chance for V2 Snakeman to be available. Lucy will also be boosted for the return of the fight for the Flame Fruit event, but I won't mention that in the advantages section because it shouldn't really be a deciding factor for you to pull. On the left side of your screen you see some other limited rare recruits that will also be available alongside Lucy. Finally, the Sugo steps go as following. The first multi only costs 30 rainbow gems. The second one is a guaranteed limited rare recruit unit. The third one is a guaranteed legend. The fourth only costs 1 rainbow gem. And the fifth one has a guaranteed limited rare recruit Lucy on the 11th poster. Now it's time to see the advantages of you spending the gems for Lucy. First of all, he has a very good special and is a very good unit overall. Lucy has one of the best limited rare recruit specials out there and is a utility beast, reducing special bind, burn and making block slots matching, while also providing a very high attack boost for some really strong color types is no joke. Another advantage is that this is a pretty good LRR Sugo-Fest structure, providing you're missing some available legends and of course multiple available limited rare recruits. The first 5 steps are very decent. No one should be doing more than 5 multis, there is just no point. Lucy is also a great sub-unit for V2 Snakeman, V3 Law, Oden, Luffy-Taro Zorojuro and Mihawk Perona. None of these legends have an attack boost in their special, so Lucy and his utility can be incredibly helpful. He also allows Snakeman to get his super type ability and use it in another round if the boss does not have any special interruptions, of course. Finally, for the advantages, other great LRRs are also pullable. If you miss all of them, or at least the majority of the LRR units except Lucy, New Alvida, Tashigi, Bonnie, Caesar and the Psy Carrot can all be great to have. On to the disadvantages now, because this is another limited rare recruit banner and not a high legend rate one. First of all, guaranteed Lucy costs 181 gems. The price is something you will see in almost all of my worth videos, because I know people want to save for big events like the anniversary, and that makes total sense. In addition to that, people either wasted all their gems for Roger and Oden, or they are still trying to get them, so in that case no spare gems are available for Lucy. I would say that if you are struggling for gems or you have less than 300 to 400, just save them for the anniversary. The next disadvantage is that Lucy will be replaceable in most cases. If you find a team with limited rare recruit Lucy in it and you want to replace him, you will most likely be able to do so by sacrificing a bit of damage. Except if in that team he helps in like 4 different areas, then maybe he won't be replaceable, especially if we are talking hard content, but that won't happen often. The next disadvantage is that he was just available in a Sugo-Fest. Free Spirit, Striker and Strength and Psi characters were just boosted in the Alvida Kizuna banner, and if you pulled many of the characters you were missing in that Sugo-Fest, then you won't be needing a lot of characters from Lucy's Sugo-Fest. So if you have a lot of boosted characters, you might want to just skip Lucy because he will eventually come back in the future after the release of more limited rare recruits. We just cannot know when that will happen. Finally, for the disadvantages, Treasure Map limited rare recruit Vivi Sugo-Fest is coming. If you like Vivi too, you probably have to make a choice on what banner is better for you to pull and not just pull on both and waste more gems. I will also make a worth video on the Treasure Map Sugo-Fest this week, so you can wait for that to come out and weigh your options better. And these are, in my opinion, the advantages and disadvantages of pulling for guaranteed LRR Lucy. Quickly, I would like to share the content this guy has helped me against and how impactful he has been for me. I pulled for him when he was guaranteed for 131 gems, and you can find my pulls on the channel. That video will also be recommended in the end, so stay tuned. I have used this version of Lucy in the fight for the Flame Fruit event, obviously because he's the best unit for that, in treasure maps where he was boosted, but that doesn't really hold any value really, in raid and ambush Kaido, one of the hardest combinations of content that we have seen in One Piece Treasure Cruise lately, and he was actually very useful there, but I think he can also be replaceable. In raid Crocodile, where he is totally replaceable, that raid is pretty easy to clear, and finally in Garb challenges, because he can be a beast for some strength ones. While I'm not using him all the time, I love the unit and like having him in my box to use whenever I need. I believe he is a very good sub, and especially for V2 Snakeman, who I also haven't used as much as I expected, to be completely honest. But that is all for limited rare recruit Lucy, and hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel to help the videos continue. Thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.